President Trump urges tariffs as the highway to prosperity, citing the example of President William McKinley. Trump's even restored his name to the tallest peak in North America. But did McKinley's protectionist policies work? Stick around to the end for an answer while we briefly sketch McKinley's life and his tragic death by 2 anarchist bullets. McKinley was born in Niles near Youngstown, Ohio, and learned the hazards of free trade early in life when cheap iron imported from England wrecked his father's business. He fought in the Civil War and learned more early economic lessons after being assigned to manage supplies and logistics. Major McKinley's meritorious devotion to duty is marked by a monument which stands today at the Antietam battleground. He became a lawyer and entered private practice. Raised in the Methodist Church, the teetotaling McKinley promoted the temperance movement. After defending a group of striking miners pro bono, he won over the support of local laborers and leveraged this in a successful bid for U.S. Congress in 1876. The new Republican congressman seized the tariff issue early and proceeded to build his entire career on it. An able presenter, he argued his case with figures and statistics, even impressing hostile audiences while advocating tariffs. After ascending to leadership in the Ways and Means Committee, he triumphed in 1890 with the passage of what became known as the McKinley Tariff Bill. It won him support at the national level, but cost him re-election at home after 14 years in Congress. Reversing his political fortunes, this Napoleon of protection successfully ran for governor of Ohio and was re-elected 2 years later. He accepted the nomination for the presidency in 1896 and won with a 271 to 176 electoral college result. McKinley in his first term faced problems with Spain and Cuba, culminating in the Spanish-American War. "Remember the Maine" became a rallying cry against that country after the U.S. battleship Maine exploded in Havana Harbor, killing 266. An investigation later ruled the explosion accidental. At war's end, Spain accepted a negotiated peace which transferred to the U.S. the Philippines, Puerto Rico, and Guam. McKinley won re-election in 1900. On a September 1901 visit to the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, an anarchist shot the president twice at close range. McKinley lingered close to death for a week and died, age 59. His assassin, born in Detroit of Polish descent, confessed his admiration for Emma Goldman, a notorious propagandist for anarchism. The Lithuanian-born Goldman advocated propaganda of the deed and claimed to have been inspired by the Haymarket riot. At this Chicago labor rally in 1886, an anarchist threw a bomb, killing a policeman and several others. But leaving the subject of subversive foreigners with alien ideologies, what were the principles of McKinley protectionism? He argued it kept wages high at home and that, if prices rose, the effect was blunted by the high wages of workers. On the other hand, he said cheap foreign goods are of no use if industry has left the country, causing average income to plummet. He advocated not one-size-fits-all tariffs, but strategic ones targeted to protect vulnerable domestic industry. These would be scientifically derived and managed and reviewed annually to adapt to changing conditions. He argued reciprocity would eliminate trade wars and improve relations among trading partners. And what were the results? In the McKinley tariff era of 1896 to 1901, production in key industries boomed, including glass, steel, oil, and machinery. These necessities met the demand of a growing America, creating a surplus. The tin plate industry is a great example of success. Britain held a monopoly on tin production, but after the U.S. enacted a protective tariff, it created a domestic $40 million industry from nothing over a period of 6 years, adding thousands of new jobs. McKinley's policies encouraged a partnership between business and labor that helped grow the middle class. While there are no guarantees, McKinley's example shows calculated protectionism can work. After 30-plus years of damaging free trade and globalism, perhaps it is time to change course.